All right, so
Yep, we're back into this.
you had decided to no longer talk to the man on the other side of the door.
Apparently.
I mean,
Because-
Wendy decided to no longer talk to the man.
decided is a strong...
He was
What
kind of
can I see
leading
down?
us.
What can I see down this corridor?
You
And
see,
the other thing I was gonna try to ask, when are we going to?
let's just do this.
Wendy's not here for that wine in front of me horse shit.
Another door at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
So, when do we want to take? When do we want to stop? Because Raazu's pretty much tapped right now.
Again, that room that this bear man is in seems pretty secure. And he did threaten to kill us several times.
Only politely, though.
You also threatened to
Listen.
kill him several times.
I mean, where do you think we should rest, Raazu?
I threatened to
better-
maim him.
You have a better mind for this sort of military thing?
We just need a place where we can put our backs up against a wall and guard the entrance.
So he said that the west room, so I'm assuming this door leads
No,
to death.
the western from this door. Is
He
what
said once we went into this room, there would be two exits, a north exit and a west exit. The west exit was bad.
I also
You
got
also-
I also kind of got the idea that there would be a magical compulsion that would
Yes.
make you open one of them.
That was, yes. I also got that, which is why I was going to send Birdie in, because he's the most easily yankable with a rope.
All right.
Just put
so
a
Raazu,
rope
my
on
opinion
Birdie.
Is the gore fun happy room is probably the most defensible one we have right now.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
If the bones start shuddering, though, I'm leaving. Just getting being clear here.
If we want to do 8 hours, let's that would be my vote.
Can we just like maybe hang out in the hall instead? I don't really want to. That's gross.
I mean, honestly, if we wanted to think of it in terms of unless there's something dangerous.
Oh, don't touch the ring on the door at the end of that, by the way. It's magically thingied.
Okay, magically.
Sorry, I haven't been attending Birdie's classes.
I went to night school once or twice.
I would like to put a tripwire at the top of these stairs with just like a bell on it.
If you're gonna put a tripwire, like, you know what you should do? You should make it where it will actually trip them too.
And then kill them.
I could put some spikes at the bottom.
I just want to know if someone's... I just would like to not be... Look, we can't see the top of the stairs from here. I would just like to have some advanced...
We have met exactly one person in this place that has
And
not.
do you
tried
want to
mur-
drop her down a flight of stairs and kill her?
She is
No.
not coming down here.
So yeah, I would like to go to the top of the stairs and put a tripwire and a bell disguised
like-
as well as I can up there.
It's going to be
I will-
dexterity plus tinker tools.
You want me to do it?
Sure.
What are we doing with this door?
I say we close it.
Yeah, I mean,
Put
apparently
someone up
not
against
everyone
it.
can open every door, so that's why I was thinking this might be a kind of defendable place.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try to take 8 hours in this room.
Let's spend about 10 minutes and collect the gore and put it back on the shelves, because Red agrees, that's a bit much. For a restful place, or whatever the rules say.
So I'm going to guess that McDohl or that Adrex would come with us, right?
Oh, I didn't realize he wasn't
Yeah,
back.
drag
Yes, you
Adrex
would.
along.
Adrex is having issues. It looks like.
Issues.
You're not
Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
grab my piece and move it with you? Because I'm.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're a
Alright,
little weird.
Yeah.
Phone, I'm guessing?
I moved to my laptop, but Steam is
Okay.
still being annoying.
Actually, your voice sounds better than it often does.
Thanks.
It's
I
tinier,
guess.
but you're not... It's tinier, but the end of your sentences aren't dropping.
McDohl gets a plus sultriness buff for every lava lamp in range.
That makes sense. I can understand that. Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah.
+1 or +2? What are we looking at?
Plus 1 for lava lamp.
Okay, that's respectable.
I mean, he's got a really high base salt, so...
So
Okay, roll initiative.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Well, I
It's
mean, I
more of a
wasn't
kicker than anything else.
done, but okay.
Wasn't done what? You were setting a trap and doing what else?
I was gonna put another trap in this square that I wasn't telling Red about. This is just a tripwire with a bell.
Sure. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Is doing that thing with your cherry stem and your tongue a dexterity sultriness check?
That's got to be charisma based.
McDohl, what's your initiative bonus?
+0.
You got a 16.
Sexy.
This is a
Tabletop Simulator's updating. Okay. Got it.
Oh, nice. So that means you'll get to us eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
No, I mean
That's
that's good news.
It has to scream at you first.
Birdie.
Yep.
No sooner than do you get this trap complete. What is this trap, by the way?
That is a knock prone trap. It's a strength check versus my tinker check,
Okay.
or they're knock prone.
No sooner do you get this done and you're walking back down the stairs than you hear the little bell at the top of the stairs. And it is your turn.
Birdie backs up, and he holds an action to. Well, I'm just gonna go in here and just motion that the bell rang, and then hold an action
Well,
to.
they all clearly heard the bell. I'm assuming Red didn't use, like, a silent bell.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just gonna.
Into a bell.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna hide.
Nowhere to hide on this square.
Okay, fine.
It's
Can I
going
hide?
back-
There we
Yeah.
go.
Go ahead and make that check.
All right, that is a 25.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Raazu.
Raazu is going to ready an action that if any hostile creature moves into this square, then she is going to attack it with her whip.
Okay, what about Adrex?
So basically, all we know is that the bell went off, right?
Yeah, just went off seconds ago.
Let's go investigate.
Okay,
Someone's got to see.
that's
who it
what, a
is.
strength saving throw, Birdie?
Like, I would have told him that that's there.
You
just
specifically
said you
said you
didn't
didn't tell
do it.
anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, I did. Well,
Adrex, strength saving throw.
You
DC
got it.
29, I believe, is what it is.
29.
well, if anybody can beat it,
That is a 29.
So, okay. So you get your feet tangled up in a tripwire a couple stairs up, but you manage not to be knocked prone. However, you do see, looking up the top of the stairs, at least one and possibly more of the Dragonborn patrolmen coming downstairs.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Move back 1. And as a bonus action, I throw the goddamn trap at Birdie.
just the bundled up wire.
And it lands next to the pillar that Birdie's hiding behind.
More Dragonborn skeletons.
Anything else, Adrex?
No, I'm good.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Windy.
Actually, no. Wait, sorry. Because I didn't actually perform an action. I will move again. And yeah, that's good. Right there. All right.
And just to
now I'm
answer
done, I
a
promise.
prior question, macaroni status is delicious.
Good.
It is the Cracker Barrel brand macaroni. Good stuff. It's going to bring us to Windy.
Alright. I'm going to hold an action
Okay.
to whip something entering this square.
And Red.
I will move to the back of a chamber and ready an action to shoot the first. I guess it'd have to be over here down the stairs. Shoot the first Dragonborn that's adjacent to one of my companions.
Okay. You can shoot from over here. I would just grant them cover because your allies
Yeah.
would be in the way. But if where you are, you have no such Drawback. All right. And there's no trap here anymore.
Thank you,
indeed,
Adrex.
The Dragonborn does come down the stairs, so that's going to trigger some held actions.
Maybe you should tell us about it next time.
I didn't really have a chance.
That shot will hit an armor class of 18.
18 will hit.
Sick. For 41 damage.
41 damage. That's not bad. Already he is bloodied.
Raazu will come. Raazu's got a 18 to hit as well.
18 does hit.
Let's see. I think I've got another spell slot left in me, or a couple.
So when you said you were completely tapped, that was a terrible
No.
lie. We can never trust you again.
I mean,
That's not true, McDohl. We all love you.
I know you do.
Mm.
Well, I wouldn't say you should presume to speak for others, but thank you. The sentiment is appreciated.
Tell you what, anybody at
7
this table who doesn't love you can get the fuck out. How about that?
Aw. 7 slashing, 2 cold. 21 thunder damage.
Okay. Of course, we can love you and still not trust you, though. Then Wendy also has a
That's
held
true.
action.
Yeah,
That-
and
this would be a
I'm just
really
saying,
awkward-
Raazu's a soldier, so she should know what taps is.
This would be a
That's a-
really awkward time for someone's internet to drop.
That's a 28 to hit
That crossed
Or-
my
Yeah,
mind.
that hits.
for 12 magical slashing.
And that's enough. Your boy clatters to the ground here. And if not for the rusted chain, the longsword and the shield also present, his discarded and broken bones could just fit in with the rest of the decor of the room. And that was all the held actions, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
because I don't think because Adrex was not holding, and
Adrix
Birdie
was setting off a trap.
So the one Dragonborn behind him... Oh yeah, they got 6 squares of movement. He's going to come right here. Going to need Adrex, Wendy, and Raazu to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 17.
Okay, you're looking for a 15.
You get +5 to this, by the by.
Pass.
That's 15 points of cold damage, which you can cut in half if you pass the save.
Raazu is now at like what, 1 hit point?
No,
Uses-
Raazu's down.
Raazu's down.
I thought you had 8
Yep.
hit points.
I do, but I didn't pass the save.
Oh.
And he uses the last of
only
his
got a
movement to
13.
step in the room as his companion also comes down to the bottom of the stairs. And let's get that saving throw one more time from the 3 of you.
Oh, that's 2 failed saves, isn't it?
Well, he can't crit you.
Mm-mm.
Indomitable.
You do not get +5 to this now that Raazu's unconscious.
I better roll better then.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm just
did.
gonna eat that then. Because I'm not blowing 2 Indomitables. So.
9 points of cold damage from that breath weapon, which you can cut in half if you pass the save. And Raazu, that inflicts...
1 failed death save?
I think it's 1 failed death save if it's not a critical hit, which it can't be,
Right.
because it's a... Yeah, so yeah, 1 failed death save. And he's got nowhere to move. They have no idea Birdie's there. Red, were you hiding back here behind the curtain? I'd forgotten.
It wouldn't matter. I attacked anyway.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, I mean, you could attack and then use your bonus action to hide. They weren't watching.
Well,
That was a
not
reaction attack.
That was a
Oh, it
reaction.
was a reaction. That's right. Birdie, they clearly do not know you're there because they've not paid any mind to you when they came down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well. I guess I'll just stab him.
Which one?
Well,
This one's got a little high ground on you, and they're all
Well, it w-
facing away from you.
So if they're unaware that I'm here, me exiting their threat range is not going to.
As soon as you
Sure.
leave this square, they become aware that you're there because you have nothing else to hide behind. So they would
Okay.
still get an attack of opportunity against you.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna stat.
Stab
Just
him.
stab.
Stabby.
Show him your stabs.
Just stabbing.
That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
This 5 is looking pretty good. This 5 looks a little short bust to me. Like something's very birth defecty about this 5.
37
37?
magical piercing plus 1 cold.
Okay. And yeah, you're no longer hidden as you come out and attack and totally take him by surprise. What's next?
No, I'm just gonna stay right here. Figure best to be on opposite sides of everybody else, I guess.
Raazu.
Yeah, let's do the thing.
Do the thing.
Pass.
All right, that's a pass. It's going to bring us to Adrex.
All right, let's get my stabbing on.
This room has been very, very good to you guys.
It's a good stabbing room.
That is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
4. Ten fire and 8 piercing. And please make a strength saving throw. DC 18.
I have a 10.
Fails.
Right,
Takes
so
additional 5 points of damage.
Knocking him prone?
And
Pushing
he is
him.
prone.
Okay.
No, he's prone. If I pushed him, I'd push him into Birdie and go.
Well, you'd be pushing him into this pillar. There's not room for him to actually collide with Birdie.
That's a nat 20.
Hey, that's a crit.
Ooh. Ooh.
Killing him instantly, no save.
That's how that works, right?
There is no appeal.
Yeah, all right. That is 17 fire
Okay.
and 9 piercing.
And that's enough. He can't fall clatter to the ground because he was already laying on the ground. But the bones on the ground collapse into a pile and move no more.
All right. His turn.
Okay.
Third attack. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nope, wrong dice. Don't do that. All
Don't.
fours too. That is. I'm gonna savage attack on that.
Ooh, not bad
Much
at more.
better. 11 fire and 7 piercing.
Okay.
And please make a strength saving throw.
Rude.
Have a 19.
Ah, well,
Bummer.
he's not prone, but he still takes an additional 6 damage.
Very good.
And offhand, silvered longsword is a crit.
Is this the single best combat round you've ever had at this table?
It might be.
It's because he's not on his keyboard. Wait, his computer.
Oh, that was
I went as
it!
the computer the whole time.
Wow.
It's 15 slashing damage.
Didn't they literally used to make a video card called a voodoo?
Oh yeah. He's gonna need to get an old priest and young priest up in there.
I do think my video card is overheating for what it's, but I don't know why.
All right, good critical hit.
And fortunately, I've already burned my action surge, so we
Yeah.
can't actually extend this any.
Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
All right, it's gonna bring us to Wendy.
All right, I'm just going to continue whipping him. Whip 1 is 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
4. 8 magical slashing and a Constitution saving throw, please.
Looking at a 7.
And he is stunned.
Well, A man is stunned. Okay.
He can make-
And I'll whip him again. That's only a 15 to hit.
15 will not do it.
Oh well, I did my part. And yeah, you know what? I'll just step forward real quick and give him a nice kick in the face. Just a quick kick to the face.
Sure.
Just a quick, gentle kick to the face.
Just a quick kick to the face. 26
26 will hit.
for another 8 magical slashing. And I'll back off of him.
Okay. It's going to bring us back to red.
So go ahead and stab him with a Kraken Free Stagger.
You have a minute? Oh, yeah. There you go.
That'll hit an armor class of 27.
27 hits.
For 36 piercing damage.
And that's enough. As his bones clatter to a pile on the actual stairwell, right on top of where the other one died. And the room again falls silent.
No, I had enough of this. I'd like to see her resurrect this. And Wendy picks up his short sword,
Mhm.
brings it over to the side of the room, and breaks it against the pillar.
Who's short sword?
The Dragonborns.
No, they have long swords.
Long sword, then.
Okay. Make a
Raise
sword check.
dead that.
I don't think it's the swords that they're bringing back to life. I'm pretty sure it's the corpses.
Meanwhile,
Exactly.
Raazu's still laying there making death saves.
Yes, should I roll that?
Let's see if anybody's going to stabilize you or anything.
I have a medicine kit. Jeez.
Dr. Adrex is on the job. That's a 20.
20?
Yeah.
You put a large crack as you swing the longsword mightily, hit the flat of it against this pillar. It doesn't break or snap, but you're pretty sure it would be ineffective as a weapon at this point.
Alright, and I'm just going to go back into the other room, and I'm going to gather up those long swords.
Raazu
gonna
gets
take 'em
back
back out.
7 plus her level. HP.
Adrex, I need you to snap these. I'm not strong enough. Once you
Just-
brought back Raazu, of course.
Just hide them behind the curtain.
Raazu
got it.
sits
Just-
up, rubs her head, looks at Adrex and says, "We've really got to find a place to be. We really got to find some safety."
Hey,
I
Raazu, would
cannot
it make you
keep
feel
doing
better
this.
if you broke something?
Yes.
And Wendy hands over an armful of long swords. Raise back all the Dragonborn you want. They don't have swords. I don't care.
They breathe cold.
So you're taking your aggressions out on these swords?
Yeah.
The bell worked, by the way. It was what was that, a tripwire? That seems to have been the problem.
No. Don't even put this on me. In fact, Birdie's gonna go to the top of the stairs, and he's gonna trap every single square on the way down.
So we're staying in this room?
Yeah, we like this room. It's a good
We
room for
already-
us.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make some checks, Birdie. Does your
How many?
kit have charges?
No, it doesn't say it does.
Razu spends the last 5
Well, yeah,
points
guys, you
of
can
her lay on
reuse the
hands.
traps.
Right.
I'll say you can set three of these traps if you'd like.
Okay. Well, I'll just put. Let's see, we'll do. It's an 18, 17, and a 30. But I guess that's 20, 20, and 30, right?
Whatever your
Yes.
house is.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying because I had
plus
my
10.
proficiency. Yeah,
Yeah, it was plus
20.
10 then. 20, 20, 30.
and then this top square right here.
Okay. So the whole
That
the
and if they
stairs are
fall-
very dangerous now.
right. They fall prone.
You hear a snap, and then an orc girl screaming at the top of the stairs. I was just bringing you guys cookies.
Doubt
I mean,
that
I
much.
wouldn't understand that because she doesn't speak.
Very good. And you guys are gonna hunker down and take another rest, or attempt to at least.
I think we need to try, yeah.
Okay.
This is a trip, but also this is a trip wire. Like it will. The function is a strength check, and
Yeah.
then they go prone. But also, I put the bell on this one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Roll initiative.
Yes.
This is not working.
Much better
No,
this
it's-
time.
It's not.
We're just farming EXP.
Ooh.
At the cost of Raazu.
Yeah, no, I can't. We can't keep doing this, guys. This is just not.
You guys haven't even gotten to a short rest yet. You made it about 30 minutes that time, 30 or 40 minutes.
If we make it to a short rest, I get all my key points back.
No, you haven't
Funny
yet.
thing is I got something for being a fighter where if my dice are spent, I get one at the start of a new combat.
That's good. That's really good.
And yeah, you hear the bell at the top of the stairs one more time. And then you hear the sound of a skeletal dragonborn falling prone at the top of the stairs. So yeah, we're
No
gonna
solicitors.
start us out. Really, Birdie, a 30?
Yeah.
You don't add your proficiency bonus, we found out.
Right. No, it's still a plus 10.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, you're first.
All right.
Plus 10.
5 from Dex and 5 from feet.
From the alert feat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm just going to let's see. I'm gonna well, you know what? I'm gonna go here and bonus action hide.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and make that roll.
28. And then I'm going to use my actual action to hold a to attack the first one that comes in this square.
You got it. That's going to bring us to Raazu. You know what, Birdie? I'm making an executive decision. Your initiative is 18 now. This
Raazu
way, when I
holds an
scroll
action.
over and look at initiative, you're not hidden behind my buttons at the top of the screen.
Do you just want me to do that?
No,
Just put
because
myself-
sometimes I might be bringing in new monsters that would take up the intervening space. But that's not going to happen this time. Raazu, you're up.
Raazu readies an action to crack her whip at the first hostile to come down to this square.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Red.
Yeah, let's get behind this curtain. Bonus action hide.
Okay. And Wendy.
That's a 24, and then ready to shoot the first skeleton that's adjacent to one of my allies.
Okay, Wendy.
Alright. Where? Here. Yep, I'm just going to stab with my longsword anything that steps within there. I do that with my action.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I'm going to use Sharpen the Blade on my longsword.
All right. This one uses half of its movement to stand up. Takes a step forward. Fails the next check. Falls prone again.
What are the other ones doing?
So he can't stand up again. Well, he's going to move forward and step past this guy and hit this square. And he falls prone. And well, he can stand up, though. He's got enough movement to stand up. This guy does not. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably triggers a bunch of ready actions. He doesn't know that Birdie's here, correct? Or Red. You guys are hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
28.
21
That hits an armor class of
Hold on, I'm gonna
25.
do this in order so I don't drive myself insane. Birdie, you're up first with your ready.
28 to hit.
That's good.
All right. That is a sneak attack of 35 damage plus 1 cold. And
Okay, and Raazu, you had a held action to whip this man.
21 to hit.
That's good.
Let's see. 7 slashing, 4 cold. And with a level 4 spell charge, 25 thunder damage.
So again,
Raazu is,
when you said you're completely
Level 4.
tapped,
Here's
Raazu's
the pro-
done with these freaking skeletons in this freaking charnel house.
like, I need to be able to live, and, like... when I say I'm tapped, that means, like, we're at the point now where Raazu has, like, nothing to get her ass out of here.
the jars and bones in the room and the wood of the tanning rack shudder and clatter as this loud thunderclap shakes the whole room. And this thing is definitely bloodied. And Red, you've got a held action.
Yep, that hits an armor class of 25.
That's good.
Raazu shouts, "Do not fuck with us!"
For 46 piercing magical.
I have bad news for Windy. That thing dies.
That's
You-
fine. I'm
you
just
don't
gonna take his
damage.
longsword. No longswords allowed.
No
Okay.
None about
longswords
mine.
for anyone.
It's going to bring us to Adrex's turn.
Oh, that's me. Is he prone? He's
yeah.
not prone.
No,
He
he's
stood
not. He
up.
stood up. The one behind him is prone.
The one behind him is prone. I got a bow. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Okay. Well, his skull, but yeah. I feel you.
It is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
18 will hit. Savage attacker. Much
Savage.
better. It's 13 piercing. And you know what? He can get a strength saving throw.
It's a 22.
He makes it. That's unfortunate. And he takes 2 more damage. But I got plenty more arrows.
Sure you do.
Nat
It's
20.
a crit.
So we need to, like, exercise your other computer. Like, we
told
need to
you
call
guys.
the priest out.
Get an old priest, a young priest, and just to double down, we'll get a priest of middling years too.
Something borrowed and something blue, right?
That's
Yes.
17 piercing.
Okay.
And the third arrow.
Get Father O'Flaherty out here. He's a nice man.
See, that's more like it. That's a 13 to hit.
13 does not do it.
All right. And Adrex takes a step back.
Your third arrow clatters against the stairs. That's going to bring us to Birdie.
I mean, do these gentlemen know I'm here?
Everybody knows you're
Really?
there now because you made an attack from your position.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hold an action to stab them when they step out.
Okay.
I mean, Wendy's here. It's fine.
It's going to bring us to Raazu.
You know what? That sounds like a great thing to do. Is just hold her action for a whip strike on the next dragon boy to come down here.
Okay, red.
So the non-birdies can't enter the pillar chambers without the pillar squares without squeezing, right?
Correct. Yeah, unless you're forced in there somehow. Birdie is squeezing to get
And-
behind there.
And squeezing gives advantage on all attacks against you,
No, just
but not on. Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's just it counts as difficult terrain essentially.
No, well then. Let's move into there and ready in action to shoot the first one that's adjacent to one of my companions.
So you're squeezing in behind this pillar.
Yep.
Okay. It's gonna bring us to Windy.
Suspicious. But I too will hold an action to attack something that enters this area.
And that's going to happen right now. As this one stands up, then 5, 10, all his movement to get right here. So that's going to trigger... Adrex, you did not have a ready to action. Birdie, you did.
Right. All right. So
Yeah, maybe someone will knock him down.
that is a crit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna need. I'm not gonna get all the dice. I'm just gonna roll this twice.
The crit so twice, you rolled it twice.
All right. So that is 25 plus 35. So that's 65 plus.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Hold on. Plus 1.
No, it's already over.
Plus
I
2
think these
cold
might,
damage.
they might be immune to the cold damage anyway.
And so
Whatever.
and let's have Windy and Birdie make a Constitution saving throw.
I get
I
a
knew it!
ready action on that first
Sure.
when it enters the square. That'll hit an armor class of 27.
That's good.
Pass here.
Pass.
Fortunately, you're not within 10
For
Raazu.
29 magical piercing damage.
Don't worry about man. I'm proficient in all saves.
And 9 points of cold damage from the frost breath, which you can cut in half if you pass the saving throw. It's going to take us back to Adrex.
That's me.
To you.
I'm content with just shooting him, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Do it.
Yeah, the second arrow is
20.
free.
25 to hit.
That'll hit.
4. 10 piercing.
Okay.
Second arrow is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
I feel like we've entered Bizarro Land.
I like it.
For 11 piercing,
And he is bloodied.
he's bloodied. Oh, I got a third arrow with his name on it.
Well, it's going to take a whole action to carve his name onto it. Also, you don't know his name.
Adrex can guess.
Chat.
It's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Yeah, for 12 piercing.
Okay. Isn't Chet the guy that r/Red Pill hates?
I thought that was Chad.
That's Chad.
Oh, that's
Chad.
Chad.
What else you got, Adrex?
Indomitable. No, it's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. You're staying put right there?
Yep.
Okay, it's going to bring us to
I gotta mark my arrows.
Birdie.
Okay, so I mean he's not within 5 feet of anybody. Darn. Well, I'm just gonna squeeze behind this one
Are you
and
disengaging?
hold an action. Yes, I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
You're not squeezing because you're small. You can just move back there.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna go move back there, and I'm gonna hold a action to shoot Chet.
And Raazu.
I'm gonna ready an action to strike this, strike the guy when he enters this square.
And Red.
Yeah, ready in action. Shoot the first Dragonborn that comes adjacent to one of my allies.
Okay, Windy.
Not non-Adrex Dragonborn.
Go for it. Birdie and Red.
I'm going to give him partial cover from everybody's weapons if Windy's just standing right there.
What if I go prone first?
If you go prone,
Yeah,
then yeah, no, that would do the trick.
It's a
absolutely.
24 in armor class.
That'll hit.
This is amusing.
Listen, I don't have too much pride to be a 5-foot square.
That'll do
Ow,
another 29 magical piercing.
And that's enough.
Just Mega Man over here, just sliding in.
All right. So what happens next?
We don't stay in this room. That's my.
I mean, how many
That's
of
my
these
vote.
things can there be?
3 fewer longswords now.
I'd rather not ask that question. I'd rather just get to a place where we can barricade ourselves.
I mean, are they just patrolling the keep and they're not in the curtain walls?
I have no idea. We didn't run into them when they're in the curtain. Well, we did, but that was in a hallway. I don't know because if we go to the north 2 towers, there are no hallways connecting those. That's why I say where we go and try this again.
All right, let me save the basement map here.
Yeah, that's good.
There it
First
is.
thing we do is we patrol those towers to make sure that there's nothing there before we start to bed down here.
We could always ask the Hound to ease off on the patrol. No?
No.
All right.
So what is the plan? We're going to...
So we come out over here. The idea is we're going to go to 3 to take a rest up there.
So this northmost tower here?
Yes.
Alright.
You guys wait in the room before the orb ring.
You got it.
I'm gonna stealth my way at least into the courtyard and see if there's anybody up there.
So where are you going in the courtyard?
Red's just gonna make his way like under the cover of the tree as well as he can to number 3 and back to see if there's anybody in the immediate area.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
That would be a 28.
28. You work your way up to the northern door and back. And, I mean, the dead frost giant is still laying here. Great shadow of the tree. Everything's very quiet. You do not see anyone.
Looks clear.
Do I think Adrex and Raazu working together could pull that axe?
No.
Alright. Birdie, you want to trap that axe?
So there's no
Cleared.
hallway
You could just start
inside.
throwing long swords off the edge.
There's no hallway inside the curtain wall. Connecting
But it's
this.
above?
But on the top floor
there's-
where it's open, where the ballistas are, the curtain wall is accessible to all other towers along the wall.
Well, I think the second floor is where we want to rest because it's too high, hopefully, for the tongues to get too much reach inside,
I was wondering
and
if
it's
you guys
not
remembered that.
exposed at the top.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why. That's why we wanted to clear the towers in the upper floors just to make sure we weren't going to be ambushed, and also because of the tongue monsters.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to say the tongues can't get to the second floor, but there's less left to wrap around you if they can.
Yeah.
So, if you go up 2 floors from here, you're at the top of the curtain wall, where the wall encircles the entire keep and does connect to all of the other towers. So you still have 2 openings, 3 if you count this door here.
I say we close that door and just keep it and just set a watch.
I think you're
Raazu
gonna
will take first watch.
Okay. And you guys are taking 8 hours, yes? So you'll be done resting. It'll be well into night by this point.
Did we enter during the night?
Never
No.
during the day.
Yeah.
During the day.
And the light coming in through the arrow loops, the shades of orange and then red fade away as the sun sets. And the place becomes extraordinarily dark, and if possible, even colder. Everybody go ahead and take the benefits of the short rest.
How many hit dice do you get back on a long rest?
You get
Half of what?
half of your hit dice at the end of your long rests.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any hit dice left, so this short rest does absolutely nothing for me.
D3D10.
It makes Windy feel better.
I mean, I have hit dice, so it makes me feel a lot better.
I get my 2 superiority dice back.
Who's taking the second watch? You guys are going to need, let's say, 4 2-hour watches. Who's taking the second of them?
Birdie will take. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
Birdie,
you can do the Birdie do the night watch. So
Yeah.
I'll take the second watch.
Okay, Red.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all going to be a night watch. During your
Yeah,
watch,
Red's on the second watch.
your companions, I'm assuming that Adrex and Windy are inside the tower and not sleeping outside where the Camelots can get them.
Uh-huh.
Periodically, Red, throughout your watch, you hear the crunching of the snow behind you as the patrol dogs move around the keep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear on the other side of the wall a great groaning noise from the courtyard.
Oh, shit.
You hear massive sound of movement, and you immediately realize it's the frost giant standing and pulling herself up to her feet. And you can even hear the axe scrape against the metal plates laid down in the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear her footfalls recede back to the southern edge of the keep.
Okay.
And then throughout the night, those of you taking the rest of the watches, this becomes a familiar sound to you. The sound of this giant footfalls moving back and forth Never approaching the tower where you are, but definitely noticeable. And everybody may take the benefits of the long rests. Your long rest ends. It's still the middle of the night. Are we going to resume exploration at night, or are we going to wait until the day?
I mean, Adrex is the Famor. I think we're fine just moving around at night, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we're right with that.
Raazu still looks bloody, but she does feel a bit better.
By the time you were all waking up and regaining some of your hit dice, it becomes apparent that the Frost Giant zombie is once again patrolling the courtyard.
So I distinctly remember saying we should have decapitated and cut all the limbs off the giant.
That would have that would have taken a while, but would have been possible.
Yeah.
I have a saw.
I mean, yeah, at this point, I think we just throw the axe over the edge.
That's what I said. It was impossible.
Yeah, you can't move this axe. Not without some sort of magical means.
If you thought I wasn't thinking, I'm gonna throw that axe off the edge, you got another thing coming.
No. Neither here nor there. Let's just try to see if we can slip across the courtyard without the frost giant noticing.
So where does everybody stand on resources at the moment? How much good did the long rest do you?
Great.
I've got all my spell slots back. I've got saving face back. I have lay on hands is now back up to full.
Yeah, we're good to go then.
I got
Yeah.
6 hit dice.
I'm full except for missing 6 hit dice.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same. I'm missing 7 hit dice, and I have 2 damage.
Adrex is good.
Okay.
I'm average.
Listening to the cadence of the giant's footfalls, if you're quick and quiet, it's entirely possible you could make it across the courtyard underneath the tree back to the front door without the giant being noticed.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be a rhythm to the giant's footfalls. Like, she's not patrolling on a completely predictable timer. It's not like every 3 minutes and 8 seconds we have a window. It's just whenever you hear her vanish around the side of the keep, you know you have some amount of time to get across.
Or do we just kill her? Because what happens if we have to leave the keep in a hurry?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we're not going to be leaving the keep in a hurry because we have to do the ritual.
We just left the keep in a hurry. Literally 8 hours ago, Raazu.
Well, also the point stands that we have to do the ritual in the courtyard where the giant is.
Yeah. At some point, we're gonna have to deal with the giant.
Yeah, we're just gonna break out that bone saw. I think Birdie's right.
So,
Oh.
this Birdie bone saw is made for humanoid creatures.
It's not a bone saw; it's just a saw.
Even so, it's
Well,
definitely
worst
not
case-
enough to saw through a completely frozen through frost giant.
I mean, worst case scenario, I just set the body on fire. I guess.
No, worst case
Like-
scenario, I have a separate stat block for a dismembered frost giant arm that can still hop around and swing this axe.
Okay, listen, I'm
Doesn't
going to
seem
cut
so
the
bad.
arm off. I'm going to cut the arm off because I want to see this.
You know what? I'm not throwing longswords over the cliff, Red. I'm throwing Dragonborn skeletons over the cliff.
Ah!
That would entail hours of work gathering up the bones and dragging them out.
I only need to throw like a half the bones. Hand bones, they're gone. Head bones, skulls are gone. No more frost breath.
Just take 1 point of each spine. I mean, what's half a
just thinking
Dragonborn skeleton
skulls.
gonna do?
Skulls are gone.
So what's
Look,
next? You
look,
guys have completed your
we're-
rest.
yeah.
You know the frost giant is back and patrolling.
Yeah, I say we
So-
try to sneak our way downstairs, or we kill the frost giant.
My vote's for killing the frost giant.
So while we have the jump on the frost giant, then
Could I?
Yeah. Can we do that? Can we arrange things to where we'll have a jump on it?
Can I trap a large enough square to trip this frost giant?
No, not possible.
Okay.
What are you going to
Can we
do
bring
to
our
try to ambush this frost giant? What's the plan?
Okay, how about we
I'd like
bring
to climb
our...
up into the tree and hide up there.
I think we should just bring our archers onto the current wall. Not the current wall, but the center keep. Because we killed everything and broke all the things that would allow them to fire on us on the keep. If we just have
No,
our
the-
archers on the keep, we can just pepper
No,
the giant with arrows.
But here's the problem. that tower, I think, is that tower might be broken, but this one can still point at us. I think this one over here can still point at us or something.
Not in the keep, I thought.
Here, I can
I
refresh.
thought that was
your
only
memory
if you were on the walls.
I mean, on one hand, they might have fixed those. On the other hand, it would be good to know that now.
The roof of the keep sits a little lower from the curtain walls, but there's no reason you could not arc lightning from the top of one of these towers down at the keep. Probably not these outside ones because they don't have a line of sight to the keep itself.
Right. So that's as long as this stuff is as broken as we remember it,
Mm-hmm.
it will be fine. And if it's not as broken as we remember it, we should know that now.
Okay, then yeah, let's take care to check out and see what's going on up here before we head back down in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
If only we knew the command word.
Fuck.
Frost Giant.
Could be. What if it's Adrex?
Oh,
Adrex is the command word.
All right.
what would that
so-
imply?
So what are we doing to do reconnaissance up here on the wall to check these out? Like, what's our approach?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
Wendy's the one
hey.
that likes to dodge lightning, but she can't see, so conundrum.
That's never stopped me before. Lightning is made of light, and thus it cannot hurt me because I am blind.
No, lightning
I
is
don't
made
think it
out of
works
electricity.
I don't think it works that way.
It has light writing in the
Somehow.
name. I'm going to back her up on this one.
No.
So, Wendy, what's your plan?
All right. I'd say we. Did we ever find the staircase up this one?
Not yet.
It's probably behind that locked
Yeah,
door.
it's behind that locked door. from
Yeah.
the look of it.
So yeah, so let's just head up this tower right here, and then I'll kind of peek my head over, see if this stuff over here still looks broke. Because that's which tower are we in? Is it this one or this one?
You're
were
in
in
this
this
one,
one.
number 4.
Four.
Right, okay, so so let's peek up my head up there, see if it's as broke as I remember it.
Triggers 4 held actions.
It's still pointed in the direction you left, but I'm gonna say your wind sense is probably not enough, like, resolution to see that whether or not the base is still cracked and destroyed.
I'm gonna push it, see if it turns.
This one here.
One of the ones that I broke.
So yeah, you have to go over to it to find out if it's broken. This is true for
Yeah.
anybody, whether they can see or not.
Right. This one is supposed to be stuck too, though. Like we fixed it, but it's still for
It's
anyone else it would be stuck.
Still pointed the way you remember it.
Yeah,
and
so I'm gonna walk over to it and try to push it.
to this one here.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to disable Birdie's trap to do that because he has it trapped to see if anybody tries to move it, it'll spring.
Oh.
No, it was
That's
just a Tinker's Tools to jam it up. It's not an actual trap. It's
Oh,
a,
okay. So you just
they
disarm,
have-
just disarm that then. Erase that 20, and yes, you can move it freely.
Okay, so
Why are you doing this?
no, I'm not. I'm just trying to see if it's still jammed, and you're saying it is still jammed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all we wanted to know. Is we wanted to know if someone had somehow come back through here and fixed these.
Okay.
And I'll go back downstairs and I'll say no. It seems like it's still jammed.
Okay, so I guess you guys fire from up here at the Frost Giants.
Yeah. And then worst case scenario.
Doesn't the tree provide cover from the
It
courtyard?
does.
Yes, it does.
That's what I'm saying. I should just climb up into the.
You think in
Branches
the
of
tree
tree.
is the best bet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going down to the courtyard.
Going down to the
Yeah.
courtyard.
What if they made it? I don't remember the command word in case someone was reading your mind.
Oh.
So, Raazu, I think you
Fuck.
should use. I think you should use heat metal on the giant's giant metal axe.
That might work. That's actually a really good point.
I would do
idea.
it, but we decided that I shouldn't get the ring that sets things on fire.
Yeah,
It won't actually destroy the axe.
but it'll make it impossible for the thing to wield it. Maybe.
I'll just take damage when it's using it.
So just drop it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'd like to wait until the giant sounds like she's farther away,
Mhm.
and then shimmy my way up into the tree's branches and hide.
You get up into the lower branches a little bit, And you get to the point where it's kind of difficult to move around without coming into contact with these leaves. And going up more than 10 feet or so, getting up the main trunk of the tree, the leaves, usually you just brush them out of the way. You move past them. They're not a danger. But getting this close, because they're petrified, you realize that the edges of these leaves are razor sharp. Moving amongst the branches is going to be very perilous indeed.
Are there a lot of leaves like close to the bough of the tree?
There are after you go up past just the main trunk.
Okay.
So you can get 10 feet up the main trunk, and that's about it. Going up any higher than that is going to require saving throws.
Well, dexterity?
Yep.
I'll do it.
Okay, how high do you want to go, and where do you want to be within this radius?
Let's start by seeing how bad it is to climb up another 10 feet.
So the distance you go is going to determine the difficulty of the saving throw I impose. So tell me where you want to end up.
Let's end up 15 feet up and back around about here.
We're going to call that a DC 20 dexterity saving throw. Moving 4 squares. Okay.
So 28 or something.
Definitely move around the branches. I'm always, whenever something like this comes up, I always picture the scene in the original Saw where the guy has to move through the razor wire. Because I've watched that movie a million times. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't look that hard. Just be really careful and move really slow. And yeah, you managed to find a good vantage point. And you can make a high check at advantage from that position.
All right. What do you say we start the fight while it's coming around one of these corners, and by just shooting at it, and then it has to run up to us?
So
How's that sound to you
31
guys?
on stealth.
Okay.
That works as long as some people, and I stare hard at Adrex and Raazu, don't run up to the thing as it's running towards us.
No, understood. I have a
Adrix
plan.
scratches his armpit.
As you do.
Raazu pulls the iron ring out of her pocket.
Okay.
Out of her
Alright,
pouch.
yeah, I think that's our plan then. We wait till one of our lookouts has spotted it coming around one of these corners, and then we shoot at it.
Okay. We'll roll some dice here.
And then it comes out the front door, and I just throw up my hands.
If Wendy feels a tap on her shoulder, the frost giant's on the floor above the tower. She's like, what are you all
Yeah.
Like, hey guys.
It's in the fucking tree. She's like, hey, Red.
Have you guys seen Elmer Fudd?
We just can't win here. That's the misery here.
It's the final dungeon of the campaign. What am I
That
supposed
might
to
have
do,
worked
easy for you?
against, like, a hill giant.
I can't wait to run Storm King's Thunder and actually use the differences between all the different giants. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just searching through the massive list of monsters to make sure I copy the right ones.
No, it's fine. Storm King's Thunder did get me the phrase, like, maybe midway through the campaign, well, we're not going to go fight those cloud giants because they're clearly wizards. Look at them. They're riding in flying castles. Then, like, 20 sessions later, I told you they were wizards!
My favorite part about cloud giants is in the Rise of Tiamat campaign. Part of it is you got to go up into a cloud giant keep. It's a flying castle, and you can get control of it. It's kind of cool. In Storm King's Thunder, if you go to the location where that happens on the map, the book just says, if this happens, just read Rise of Tiamat and run that adventure.
Yeah. It does that a few times.
It's pretty good. All right. Red, good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is the giant, you do hear it approaching from this direction. I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage because you don't have eyes from way back there.
We'll throw away that 20 to get I believe it's an 11. Let me see your perception.
I don't buy your perceptions +5. I don't buy that at all.
No, 14.
A 14. Okay, yeah, you hear the frost giant stomping up. And as far as you're aware, there is no bad news.
Okay.
So what's happening?
We're going to shoot him.
Okay. So everybody take your position where you want to be.
So where's Wendy? Red's in the tree. Where's
Mhm.
Wendy?
I'm gonna be right over here because I didn't want to give the game away until we shoot him.
And everybody else is in the tower?
I guess I'll be up in the tree with Red.
Okay, so, Birdie, let's do this the same way Red did. You're climbing up the base of the tree here. You can climb up 10 feet safely.
Uh-huh.
Every 5 feet beyond that is going to increase the DC of your dexterity saving throw to not get cut by these razor sharp leaves.
How high can I hide at 10 feet?
I'm going to make that a disadvantage because you're still essentially out in the open, just kind of cling. The best you can do is be on the other side of the tree trunk. There's no advantage to doing that rather than just being on the ground on your side of the tree trunk.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so you don't want to be standing here, then you want to be standing here just hidden?
Right.
Okay, you can go ahead and make that hide check. What about Wendy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the other side of the tree trunk with Birdie.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
And Raazu and Adrex.
Where's Adrex gonna be?
Well, I can't go running up to.
That's a stealth check of 18.
27 for me.
I got no stealth, man. Adrex is
Yeah.
gonna hide in this tower.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in the tower as well.
So you're going to try to hide in here?
Yeah.
You can hide,
Yeah.
but as soon as you open this door, you'll lose any benefits of being hidden. Unless
get
somebody
no
comes
benefits of
into
being-
the tower. And the only real place to hide would be like on the base of the stairs around the corner.
The idea is I
That's
want
a
to be
great
able to
hiding
see
spot.
outside. The idea is I want to be able to see outside so I can use this ring first turn.
Definitely cannot do that from the base of the stairs. If you're at the base of the stairs hiding, kind of by definition, you don't have line of sight out the door.
Okay, then how about if I am parked in beneath the murder hole, right here?
I was
Hiding
just.
around the corner? Yeah, you can do that. That's a hiding spot.
Yeah. Basically, I just want to be able to break line of sight
Screw
because
this.
Raazu's stealth at the best of times is not great.
Sure.
Neither is Adrex.
What about Adrex?
Adrex stole, or Raazu stole my idea. I'll just chill in the tower door.
All right.
Just be there.
And you guys are watching and waiting over the next few seconds for the giant to come around the corner. And don't worry, the giant is coming. But what you actually see first coming around the corner are two of the Dragonborn patrolmen. Not carrying longswords. Instead, lashed to their arms is a long chain, at the end of which is snapping one of the insect guard dogs that have been brought inside the curtain wall for exactly this reason. They don't see anybody under the tree. Raazu, how'd you do on your hide check?
I'll tell you in just a second as soon as I roll it.
I thought you were gonna say instead attached to their arms are the shards of longsword.
Adrex, is this door open?
No.
Okay, then they can clearly see Adrex.
That's a 5.
That's a 5, and they can clearly hear Raazu, and you definitely hear the frost giant coming up behind them.
Wait,
And yeah, it's time to roll some
the
initiative.
door's closed so they can see me?
Oh, I thought you said it was open.
No, I said it was closed.
No.
Oh, then no,
So it's
they don't know
closed.
you're there, but they hear Raazu.
All right.
So none of them are surprised. So that's going
Great.
to, yes, go ahead and roll some initiative. I rolled kind of good on somebody's initiative, and then kind of crappy
That's a
on everybody
third 20. What the hell?
Clearly, you needed to just abandon the desktop.
else's. Clearly.
I got a 5.
I'm not gonna play on you anymore.
So the white ones are the Dragonborns, and the black ones are the insect dogs. The one with the razor vine, 30-foot long tongues. And nobody is surprised, thankfully.
I love not being surprised.
Part of me wants to impose surprise on Adrex, but the reason he went into that tower and closed the door is because he was expecting monsters. So, Birdie, you're up first. Right now, they looks like they're going to move around the side of this tower and investigate the sounds they're hearing from the murder hole.
Okay.
Birdie, I
Well-
think now's the best time. I think now's the time.
So, I'm just going to shoot the,
No.
what?
Go ahead. I'm just like, Hadar. This is like perfect Hadar situation.
They're immune to cold!
They're not immune to acid.
You get that nice 6 acid damage in.
Also
No.
difficult terrain.
Well, no, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Very free with it. With Birdie's
Raazu.
lips.
Well, that is a 15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
Oh, darn. I tried.
Did you have advantage from being? Yeah, you did.
He did.
Yep, I rolled 2 5s.